I'm mad at you. Yeah, I'm mad at you, but not really. So don't click off this. Um, I am a little bit mad at you though, because you did not tell me that double helix was a thing. But I forgive you. I forgive you because it is good. I also forgive you because you're probably a new subscriber. And I thank you from the bottom of my heart for listening to me. I am Mardak Sarang. Welcome. Yeah, when I saw the cover art on this, I said, wow. So wasn't nobody gonna tell me. It's okay though. It's cool though. Because now that I have seen it and I was able to, catch myself from missing out in real time, baby, the FOMO be real when it comes to these dramas. I don't know how anybody can wait for this shit to wrap up, but I sure can't. Double Helix is a 2026. Yeah. Do I really have to say this? What you mean, Alexa? Do I have to say CBL? You know, Chinese BL? Cause we know this is not a Chinese BL. You know what I'm saying? Like I was at the top of 2026, I was, thinking about, who gonna be the kings of BL this year. Because if you haven't ever tuned in to an Idoc Sadang Award show, you need to make sure that you plan to do that on December the 31st. Because I don't know who the kings are anymore, y'all. I really don't. Why? Because all the dramas, the BLs that are good, are C dramas. They CBLs, but that's a lie. Because we know that C Town is not finna do none of this. But they will go offshores, baby. They will carry their little narrow asses around there to Taiwan, shoot that bitch, or maybe they'll go to Tai, shoot that, and come race on back and say this is CBL. And it's just like, who do I give this award to? So what looks like is about to happen, and this is preliminarily, we only halfway through 2026. But it's looking like Taiwan's gonna get it. Cause baby, you cannot play me, homie. Now, when it comes to double helix, guys, where do you start with this? Okay, I'll start with putting some respect on the government names. The first one we're gonna start with is my absolute favorite. Now, y'all know I'm biased around here. Okay, this is not the channel where I'm trying to, no, I am biased with a T, not an ED. Because baby, when you replace the ED with the T, you ain't playing with y'all asses. Okay, so Ayden Sun, um, I love him. So what do you say when you love somebody? You just say you love them. Ayden, just when you think that you know what I'm saying, like you know what to expect. You know they're gonna give you some heat. Somebody gonna be fine. Somebody gonna be cute. And then Ayden roll up and be like, hi. Because he speaks impeccable English. Yeah. Ayden with this Anglo-Saxon ass first name, like, bombastic side eye a little bit. Cause I don't really trust you when you go by your American name or whatever. But we're going to act like Ayden is, okay, not Anglo-Saxon, because I want to like him, because I do like him and I forgive him. Okay. Ayden, I just think I have to move on because I don't want to. And sometimes you have to do what you don't want to. Okay. The next person who needs some respect on his name is Tong. Honorable mentions are Fa Chuan Ge and He Jia Shu. Okay, So, this drama is 12 episodes long. It is 45 minutes apiece, but they feel like 30-minute episodes. That's how entrenched you will be if you a BLer like me, baby. I had to check the minute mark because I was like, are they trying to J-drama me and shit? Or they giving me 20 minutes? Okay, is this a 20-minute? No, it is 45 minutes, but it feels like 20 minutes. Because when you see Ayden, you want Ayden to keep talking and shit. Like, you just want him to keep going. Okay? These episodes drop twice a week, Friday and Saturday. So the end of this week. By the way, happy June 1st to you listeners. I love the first of the months, like the first day of the month. I think it's so special. And this drama is special in its own right. So, Double Helix, what is it about? If you don't want it, you know what to do right now. This is your warning shot. Okay, Double Helix. Double Helix follows our main leads, Ayden and Tong, and it's a fandom at this point, which what BL couple that isn't on fire, which one isn't a fandom? But what I'm saying is I'm going to use their names because you know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody got time for that. And Ayden Sung is stronger than Lu Feng, like his name in the drama. And Tong is stronger than Yi Chen, which I have got something to say about that. And I guess I'll say it now. I don't know. Revenge love. Now, y'all knew it was coming. Y'all knew it was coming. Y'all knew it was coming. And shout out to my namaste to my listeners in India. I've got lots of folks who subscribe to me from India. And I just want to say namaste. What is going on? Sis or bro, like, I'm glad that you're here. Thank you for being here with me. But Chung, I mean, baby, what y'all want me to do with that name other than think about revenge love every time I hear it? So y'all did some psychology on us. Y'all was like, "Ooh, you gonna like this because his name is Chung." And I don't want to give y'all a con because I don't have no cons, but no, that's not how it works. Okay, that's not how that works. So Chung, I'm not saying you couldn't name him Chung, but I do get the Pavlovian response that you guys are trying to stimulate inside of me when you give him a name like Chung-Yi Chun. Like, I caught it, and y'all know Idoxodon gonna catch it. So y'all need to quit trying to be slick, because I catch everything, okay? Ayden is in love with Satong, and it's one of those stories where it's like high school. We're in high school. I have been in love with you forever. But you know who Ayden reminds me of in this story? He reminds me of Johnny from Heroin Addicted. Why? Because he is just so fucking masculine. Okay? Those ears, I love it. My favorite feature on Ayden song. Please don't change this, Ayden. If you've already changed it, it's perfect. Don't go any further. His nose. It is it is such a good man's nose. I love his nose. I'm sorry, I do though. Baby, I do. And don't you dare touch it. Okay, Ayden? Don't touch your nose. But he's so masculine, and he loves Satong in such a masculine way. You know what I'm saying? He's not like booing him up like he's a little girl. He's booing him up like he's a dude. And he's rough with it. He's so rough. I like that shit too. I got it. We have to be socially conscious to my morality and my, sister soldier warrior hood sisters. I got y'all. You guys have rubbed on me. Like, I've taken the best part of you guys. I left all the other shit with y'all. But I took the best part of y'all, and I at least have awareness that, we want our characters to be treated well or some shit, but I don't mind him being so rough. He's so rough. he's so like rough with him. And don't let me turn you off of this drama, because when you watch it, when Ayden looks you down in your eyes, it's actually your soul. I love the way that he looks at Tong. Look, writers, directors, producers, you're never going to be able to get around this. And I'm talking about when y'all get a drama wrong. This drama is right. It's the way he looks at her or him, depending on the leads. It's the way they look at each other. If y'all refuse to send these people to a Be On Cloud Intimacy Coordinator boot camp, just to make sure that you sit them down and make them stare at each other like a staring contest, okay? Ask them to think about their worst enemies, their worst memories, their most pleasant memories, their most sexy times. Like, do that for a couple of days. Because when Ayden looks at you, when Ayden looks at Tong, I just don't know what to say. So they're in school and they are in love. Let me tell you something about Yi Chen. And since you guys decided to make his name Chung, like Chung, maybe y'all can't play me. I'm gonna talk about revenge love. You know what I'm saying? Because this is the thing. At this point, revenge love is the standard. BL. Do you understand this? So I'm going to stop apologizing for bringing up revenge love inside of every single CBL, because revenge love is the standard, and the standard is a standard for a reason. So, Yi Chen, I like him. He's to be protected, and I will windmill all over Taiwan for him. I will say, though this isn't really a con, but this is, I'm going to say, a constructive criticism. Yi Chen is a straight up tsundere. Do you understand what I'm saying? He's a tsundere. And we typically see these in Japanese BLs. And for those who are not that familiar with JBLs, what's an example of a tsundere? Minato's Minato Soju coin laundry. Watch that one. Okay, if you can. Sheen won't even enable you to get through that one if you a straight up BLer, because he's too much of a tsundere. Okay, Yi Chen is a tsundere, and that's interesting only because we don't see it a lot outside of J-drama land. We get glimpses of it in Taid or Lacorn BLs, but it's resistance, but it's not tsundere. When you are a tsundere, it's very difficult to tell what you're thinking, and Ayden has to go that far in the drama. And I like this, what the writers did, because at some point they move in with each other. And I'm getting ahead of the premise, but that's okay. I'll circle back. He has to actually tell him, I don't know what you think. I don't know how you feel about anything. And it's not like he's giving him the silent treatment because he's upset or he's trying to teach him a lesson. No, he is so much a tsundere. You really don't know where you stand with him. Obviously, he stands on his good side because they done got that shit all the way popping by the time, Ayden has to confess. Like, I don't know what the fuck you're thinking, but he does have the tsundere vibes. And I just wanted to, as my illustrious listener and perhaps future subscriber, just know that Yi Chen's character, if you feel a little bit of tension, if you're a little tight with him at first and continuing, that's why, because he's a tsundere. And all you have to do is get some cursory research to understand that a tsundere, that's how they show they love, baby, by not showing it to you, baby. I know, I got it, I know, but he is abjectly in love with Ayden, though. He is his. He wants him forever and ever, and that's it. So they fall in love in high school, and our opening credits are them as adults, where Satong is an employee at a company, and Ayden, who is a Jay Burton's son, okay, he walks in because he's now the new director or chairman or something, and he sees Satong, and he's like, long time no see. He points him out. This is what I like about Ayden, and I already said that. He is like Johnny in Addicted. Like the way Johnny just loved Timmy. Period. The end. That was it. He want nothing. I don't understand this, but I love this character type where he not only likes you, he loves you. He not only loves you, but you're it for him forever. And there's a part of the tsundere I get. Like, I totally understand it, where you just can't make sense of why somebody that looks like you wants me. And this is what Satong would tell Ayden every time, like, it was kind of time to pay the piper or something. It would just be like, why would somebody like you like me for real? Hard like that. You giving me attention and all that, but what it comes off for Satong, it comes off as you just like to tease me. Like, I'm just your toy. I'm your plaything. Every girl in this school wants you, and you want me. Yeah, right. So, like, I do empathize with Tong Yi Chen's skepticism, because Aiden Sung, um, you just don't think a guy like that is not only into you, but settled. Okay? Will buy you a ring and did buy you a ring. They had a teacher who got married, and they had a dual wedding, but it wasn't really a dual wedding. They was kind of like in their little section going through their vows and all that. And when they got back to their little spot, they exchanged rings. And it's like, never take this ring off, because I'm never going to take my ring off. And this is Ayden saying it to Satong. And it's just like, are you freaking kidding me right now? But it's not. And Satong has every right to not be able to trust this, And Satong, because he's a tsundere, he is very panicked. It's like, I'm a man, you a man. And one exchange I really loved, and I'm glad that they brought that out, was that Satong was angry when it was time to get that shit popping, okay? Because Aiden's parents had left for the weekend or something, and it was like, you want to come over my house, And Satong was like, of course, but I'm scared, So no sooner that they walk in the door, Ayden gets that going. All right, because baby, I ain't got all day. And Satong is upset. He's angry, so angry that he ends up storming out of the home. And Ayden runs after him. And I'm gonna try to remember this with Ayden, because Ayden's ass is deadly. He's deadly. Okay, so he's trying to figure him out, and he's like, what's going on? What's going on? And he's like, I'm mad because, I'm a man too. And why I gotta be the one on the bottom? How I don't want to top you? Like, and I thought that it was extremely intelligent for them to bring that out for us to view and internalize or something, because even if you are a BL guy, you by nature are wanting to penetrate, okay, or something. I don't know, but that he was so upset that he had to take low. And this is what I love, Aiden's answer. And I mean, for a lot of people in the BL sphere, we kind of like seeing couples who, let's just say, for lack of better words, are universal. Somebody, sometimes it's the bottom, sometimes you're the top. Adaxadong's taste and my biased taste, I like a well-defined top and bottom, okay? But anyway, so he's like, you know what? You can top me when you can overpower me. I'm stronger than you. And I just felt like that was just so, that was so National Geographic a lion killing a gazelle. It's just like, you know what? That's the way. Okay. So I just felt like both of their responses, Ayden's complete rejection of being bottomed. But let me go back, because Ayden, when he was following after Satong, he is deadly because his pouty, his sullen affect is just like, because like we're watching this shit and it's like, please do not bring no Ayden around me. Cause like, how do you stay strong when somebody is tugging on your shirt, pouting and looking at you with tears in his eyes like Ayden is? It's like, you know what? I didn't sign up for this. This is not what I signed up for. Please stop calling me or something, because I can't do this. I'm not doing this. Except you'll never say that in a trillion years, because Ayden is still looking at your ass. I'm awesome. What am I supposed to do? What do you want me to do? I'm a man, and when I like you. So that's what I want to do to you. Since I like you, that's what I want to do. That's how I show you I love you. And yeah, I just, you know what I'm saying? I don't know what y'all want me to do with this episode, except keep going. So I'll keep going. So, Satong is such a tsundere that you don't really know if he really means he wants to penetrate somebody, because Satong is soft. He's got that softness to him. And let me also be honest, because you're here at Satong for brutally honest take. When the drama first started, I was like, why did they give us this one? Satong. Because when it comes to BLs, they rarely give you together. Y'all remember the Licorn with fucking Bright Wind? They will never give us that again. Why? I don't know, but what did they give us? They gave us 2 BDEs. Like, they gave us 2 super tops. Okay? They gave us, now, when you did a perfect, you are perfect. You're absolutely perfect. But that's why you're a unicorn. Because in the mainstream world, he's so good with he is. I'm going to try to refocus. What I'm trying to get at here, clumsily as I'm getting here, is your traditional run-of-the-mill BL is going to have one peg of that BL, which is usually the bottom. You're going to have to squint a little bit harder at his look, because I watch the BL for the guys, okay? And I mean, I like that there's 2 guys. But when, they feel like they have to give us one that's feminine, that can take the place of a girl. And I don't really mean it like that. I just mean it like they have to make the other one soft. They think they do. Bright Wind works, okay? And then Still Together, man, I could not stop watching that drama for years. And ever so often I do go back and watch it, because I just love it so much. Oh my God, I think I saw it the other day. But anyway, Satong's look, I didn't get it for a long time until he took them glasses off and I saw it. So another thing for those who are listening, if you cannot catch his vibe right away, it's okay. Don't panic. If you're a BL noob, don't worry. When he take them glasses off in like episode 2 or 3, baby, you'll get a glimpse of it, and that's all it'll take. You'll see it from there on out, because he wears these glasses. And like, I love Ayden's character because he's such a guy with him. He's like, why you wear these glasses? They don't look right. They ugly. But you fine though. You cute. I like you without those glasses. And he says, please don't not wear these glasses around other people. And Satong is like, why? He's like, just only wear it around me because you look too good and I don't want somebody else to like you. And I just like, oh, I love how insecure he is. So let's fast forward to where I am, because I'm on episode 8 and you have plenty of time to binge this and catch up if you want to. But we're at a point where Satong's parents eventually find out that he's with Ayden. And they're not that happy about it. And it does eventually murk his father, kill him. It doesn't like directly kill him, but it indirectly kills him because, his heart probably was bad. But then when he found out he was with Ayden, it got even worse because he was probably like, damn, not only are you living a lifestyle I don't want you to live, but your man is fine. That really got to fuck your heart up, But anyway, these parents are extremely arcane. It's been a very long time since we have had to deal with this level of, I'm going to use y'all words, you morality, so this level of toxicity with the parent. The parents are some complete, they are just against this. I'm talking about so against it, y'all, that where I am, the mom is in the hospital. Yeah, baby done caught cancer. I did not know. Wow, I did not know that finding out your child is living an alternative lifestyle is such that can kill you, baby. But it's killing her because she in the hospital. She comatose. She won't talk to him. She's mad at him, And so Tong is fodder for this, unfortunately, because he's so panicked and closeted about everything that he is willing to acquiesce his mother. I don't know if it's just his intelligence kicking in that, you know what, she gonna be dead soon anyway. Let me go ahead and act like I'm gonna do this shit and then I'm gonna, but I mean, he has gone so far as to suggest to Ayden that they break up and he get married and give his mom a child. So, baby, you done drank all that Kool-Aid and Ayden is just brokenhearted. He's a mess. And his little bro, which I'm getting to, his little bro kind of, rolls up on Ayden. Ayden's not the guy you can roll up on because in school, all the guys are scared of him because Ayden's the guy that will whoop your ass. Like he is a guy that will start a fight. That's how much BDE he's got. Like, I think everybody can finish it, but like, what is that personality that starts the fist fight? Like, I love that. But so Lil Bro roll up on him, and it's too much for him because Ayden pushes him away, and y'all, it not only knocks him down, but it breaks his legs to the point that he is paralyzed. Yeah, y'all, everybody's dying from the gate. Come on, this is too much. So Tong little family, dad done died, dad died, mom done caught cancer because son is gay, and then the little brother can't walk no more because he got pushed in the stairwell of the, and no, he did not fall down the steps. He was just, they were on the landing and he fell on level ground, and now his legs don't work at all. I'm like, okay. So Satong has absolutely devastated Ayden and has suggested it. And I would like to give the writers, directors, and producers some kudos to this because although y'all better give us a HEA, because I will walk to Taiwan. I will. I don't know how they're gonna get there. I mean, could I think of it? Yeah. But usually these dramas are so obvious that you don't have to use too much trig to figure it out. But I would like to definitely know how Satong is going to be persuaded to not do that. He's already moved in with Ayden, or Ayden is moved in with him, because he knows that Satong is too much of a damn tsundere to do it himself. So he moved in, got rid of all the cheap shit, put in some expensive shit because he will not be living in squalor or whatever. Ayden is that character who is being abused by his father because he doesn't do what he say do. Anytime he doesn't do what he says to do, Ayden is brutalized by his father. You really feel for Ayden, and this is why he's so tough and rough and like, I'm gonna throw a punch and ask no questions later. He's that kind of guy, and he's totally able to surmount his dad, which tells me that he's got a lot of fear for his father, for him to acquiesce when it would take nothing for him to overpower his dad. And it's just amazing to me, really strong characters like that, when they are able to be overtaken by their father. I think that his sister, who the reason why Tong and Ayden in opening credits are estranged, haven't seen each other in so long, is because he was sent abroad to try to study the gay away, baby. This is not how this works. It don't work like that. So he came back. He pretended like, oh yeah, okay, I'm gonna marry the blind wife that you setting me up with. Not blind wife, but blind date. So he's like, yeah, I'll marry again, but it was just a ruse so he could go back to Taiwan. Baby missed me with China, so he can go back to Taiwan and pursue Satong again. And Ayden has never taken his wedding ring off. Guys, don't these rings look adorable on a man? There is nothing sexier than a wedding band on a man's hand. It's just attractive. So if you marry, baby, and the hoes be on you, that's why, because that shit's cute. I don't know why. Don't ask me why, y'all. I don't know why. But the little brother need to get his little ass whooped, which he did. He did get his ass kicked, okay? But he needed it even sooner, because when Satong was found out that he had a relationship with Ayden, his little brother was on his head too. He was like, you need to do right by mom and dad and stop doing this. When he had a whole man. I know, he had a whole boyfriend. I'm like, dude, are you okay? Fa Chun Ge, his government name, baby, this is Sunny. Yes, Atiz Che San. This is him. I don't know why every character in these dramas look like Che San. He's got so many doppelgangers around a drama land, especially in the BL stratosphere. Che San, I think it's time. It's time. But he reminds me of Che San. I have got to say this though. Fa Shun Ge, you are gorgeous. You look like Che San. So I don't know how you're not gorgeous. If you look like him, but you can't kiss. You cannot kiss. And it's not because I don't think you can't kiss. I think that when you with your chick or whatever you like, baby, in real life, you don't do what you do with your mouth. So his lips are as tight as a crap game in a phone booth. When he kisses, he kisses him, so it is just not good. And he's got some very, very kissable lips. Some lips that want to do what they look like they can do, but they can't do shit with these tight ass kisses with Shuanka. And I just feel like, I understand it. BL is a stepping stone for some guys, and they don't want to get typecasted. But every time you're tempted to think that you're going to be typecasted, please think about Jas Wayar. Please think about Meta Win. Please think about Bright. I don't think they're gay. They could be. I'm cool if they are. But I'm just saying, they came to work and did their motherfucking job, and nobody cares whether they are or not. What you cannot do, you cannot accept a BL role where you got to get popping. Like, they give us more kissing with these two than they do the main two. Okay? You cannot accept a BL role and still want to look straight when you do the role. Okay? We're adults. We can parse it out. We want you to give us an awesome, what you were supposed to do, Fa Chuan Fa or Ge, since you're using this as a stepping stone, clearly, because you can't kiss. Either you can't kiss or you didn't want to kiss. Okay? I'm gonna use B as it, because you too cute to not. Baby, you kissing something, you kissing somebody. And I know you ain't kissing their ass like that. So, you have got to come to, you have to come and you have to be ready with a T. You have to go ahead and kiss. And what I was trying to get to is that they give us so much more intimacy with you and the little bro. Y'all was supposed to steal the show. Now that's hard. That is impossible when your lead is Ayden's son. It's possible. It's impossible. It is possible, but it really kind of is impossible visually to steal the show from him, because he is sex, guys. I forgot to say that, but he's sex. You were supposed to steal the show because you were supposed to kiss and all that so good that we were supposed to be like, you know what? And then he's fine, and I want to see him in much more and everything and all of that. But baby, when I tell you, I can't get Fa Chuan Ge out my head. I can't get them out of my brain. That was what you were supposed to do. And that was your opportunity. The very thing you came there not to do. So you can walk away still looking straight, baby. You look like you might not be coming back to no more BLs, because in case you don't understand, and I'm sick of giving y'all all my tips for free, when you come to a BL, you come and you give us intimacy. You come and you give us, you got to nail the kiss and the skinship. And baby, you don't never have to worry about working, because the jobs that are going to be coming your way, you're not going to have enough time to accept them all. So, Fa Shuan Ge, you have missed an opportunity. And I hope you listen to Idox Sadang, because I still love you because you look like Jay Sun. But next time, you need to come to work and you need to get busy.